Hi, my name is Kate McMahon, and I'm going to be your host today for What's Happening. And I'm really excited to speak with a couple volunteers from AmeriCorps, and they're here as AmeriCorps Cape Cod. And welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Really looking forward to what you all are coordinating for both Harwich and Dennis. And first, I would like to introduce Ben Cockrell. And his actual title is Land Stewardship Assistant. And then we're also joined with Phoebe Plank, and the same thing. She's a Land Stewardship Assistant in the town of Dennis. Mm-hmm. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Now, I know that that's quite an overarching description of what you all do for the towns that you are placed in. Can you share just a little bit more about what encompasses your job here? Ben, you want to share first?
Yeah, so I serve on Tuesdays with the Harwich Conservation Trust, Wednesday with the Chatham Conservation Foundation, and Thursday with the Town of Harwich Conservation Department. I do mainly property monitoring. I do a lot of stewardship issue-related things, which may or may not include staking bounds, cleaning up trash, really anything that's involved with conservation lands and caring for them.
Okay, great, thank you. And Phoebe?
Yeah, so I serve with both the Town of Dennis Department of Natural Resources as well as the Dennis Conservation Land Trust. And at the Department of Natural Resources, I will help out with managing town properties. So that can be anything from trail maintenance to helping clean up community garden plots to get them ready for new people to come in and use the plots. I also help respond to wildlife calls, so we'll get calls into our office about injured animals or animals that need assistance, and we will respond to those calls. And then at the Dennis Conservation Land Trust, I do some more administrative style work, so I will be posting emails or flyers about upcoming events that we have going on. I'll be attending those events and helping lead the group alongside my supervisors who both work for the Dennis Conservation Land Trust. And I also am involved in different forms of environmental education there. I just recently created a junior environmental newsletter, which went out to all 4th and 5th graders at the Wixon School in Dennis. Mm-hmm. And later in the year, we will be hosting a 5-session environmental education series at that school for those students through the Dennis Conservation Land Trust.
Great. It sounds like you folks undertake a ton of tasks and add a ton of value to the two towns that we're talking about today. And what we're talking about today is trash. And as the snow melts, holy mackerel, we see a lot more than we've seen in the last couple months. And Ben, if we can start with you, you all are hosting a tour to trash at the end of April 27th. And can you just share with us a little bit about the departments or organizations within the town that participate, and then the type of help you could use from volunteers?
Of course. Yeah, this is our 5th annual Tour de Trash. It's hosted by the Harwich Conservation Trust and the Town of Harwich Conservation Department. We have help from the Highway Department, the police, the fire, really everyone from the town comes in on this. And we get together and we pick up trash with people from all across Harwich. You don't have to be from Harwich. Last year, we had over 125 volunteers come picking up trash. We had over 1,200 pounds of trash picked up, as well as 500 pounds of recyclables. So we mix those numbers to make sure that we know exactly what's out there and what needs to be picked up. And so this next year, we're expecting an even greater turnout. It is our 5th annual. This is a big anniversary for us. So we're really excited for people to come out, help us pick up trash and beautify our area.
That's wonderful. 1,200 pounds. I can't even fathom that number. Is there any way you can share with our audience, give them a visual of what that looks like? Maybe number of dumpsters or trash bags or size of mounds?
I don't even know, to be
Okay.
honest.
All right.
Yeah, but I can imagine that most large big rigs are probably close to a ton to 2 tons. So if you
Sure.
can imagine the size and the weight of one large 18-wheeler truck,
Right.
you know, that amount of trash, that weight from
Yeah.
what we picked up in one town is phenomenal.
That is phenomenal. And the good news is almost half of it is recyclable,
Yes.
which gotta love that as well.
Yeah.
So let's see, we've got that scheduled Saturday, April 27th, and folks should meet where?
At the Harwich Community Center, so that's right off of Oak Street, just north of Town Hall. 100 is the address. And we'll meet there around 9:30. We'll end at 11:30. So at 9:30, we'll show up. Those that have pre-registered, you can register on Harwich Conservation Trust's website. And on that website, you can pick a route that you prefer, that you can pick up trash on. Then we start at 9:30 and we spread out to those different areas, to those routes. When we come back at 11:30, we give our trash. We'll figure out our totals at the end, and we have a complimentary lunch there as well and a couple raffles as well.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. Well, I love that you're having this big anniversary and you expect more folks to show up. That'll mean even more beautification of the town.
Definitely. We're all looking forward to it.
Yeah, I bet. Now, Phoebe, can you share a little bit about what you all are doing in the town of Dennis?
Yeah, so this year is the second annual Dennis Conservation Celebration. It's hosted by the Town of Dennis Department of Natural Resources, the Dennis Conservation Land Trust, as well as the Town Department of Public Works. So we are all working together to spearhead this event. The event is hosted at Johnny Kelley Park, which is off of Old Bass River Road, just close to the town hall. And our event, similar to Ben's, starts at 9:30. I know that in the past we've had some early birds who are eager to help clean up, so we'll be there a little early if people want to come through and get started with registration. We also have an online sign-up that you can pre-register at. The link will be on the Dennis Conservation Land Trust website. There will be flyers that are being put up around town as we speak. I know there are already some up right now that have that link on there. And if you follow the Dennis Conservation Land Trust on Facebook, we also have that link on our Facebook page that you can go and pre-register, pick a route that you're interested in cleaning up, and linked to that cleanup route is a digitalized map of exactly where you will be going and what part of that route you will be cleaning.
Oh, that's great. Taking full advantage of technology.
Yes. So pre-registration is definitely welcome. I know that we will have some walk-ins the day of the event, and that's totally fine.
Great.
We'll have routes available for those who walk in. So if you come and you register at Johnny Kelley Park at about 9:15, 9:30, we'll get you set up with supplies and send you out to your route. And cleanup lasts until about 11:30-ish, around noon. People will start trickling back in to the park, and there we will also be having a complimentary lunch provided, hamburgers and hot dogs, and we'll also have vegetarian options available. And we will be hosting, after that, a nonprofit information fair. So we have worked hard to get responses from 22 nonprofits and organizations across Cape Cod who are going to come and set up information tables about all the great work that they do here on the Cape, both environmentally and socially, and how to have a happier and healthier environment and community.
That's wonderful. There are nonprofits that are doing amazing work,
Yes.
and for you to help them get additional visibility that's absolutely super. And for those that are not interested in using technology, of course, you mentioned, Phoebe, that they can do walk-ins, and
Yes.
I know that it's the same with the event you're running, right, Ben?
Yes.
That's great. That's great. Yeah. Well, it sounds like a wonderful opportunity for folks to spend just a couple hours of their Saturday really helping our local communities, and I'm sure they're going to build up quite the appetite, so it's great that you all are going to be helping them fuel back up for their Saturday afternoon.
Yes.
And I'd just like to remind our audience that both events will be happening Saturday, April 27th at 9:30 a.m. And both Ben and Phoebe are looking forward to seeing you there. And again, thank you both for your AmeriCorps service that you have been providing on Cape Cod. And will continue to for a few more months.
Yeah.
Hope you've really enjoyed your time here on the Cape as well.
Yeah. Thank you for having us
Yeah,
today.
thanks for having us, Kate.
Absolutely. And thank you for joining us for this What's Happening, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.